Hey, are you holed up in your room again? Mom is upset because she says all you do is stay in your room and you won't even eat dinner with her.
What are you talking about? Mom doesn't even make enough food for me and gets mad when I use the kitchen. So I have no choice but to get takeout all the time. It would be weird if we ate together. Wait, did you come home?
Yeah, I figured I should drop by sometimes, and it's a long weekend.
What do you mean, sometimes? You were just here 2 weeks ago.
Why do you care how often I come by?
Well, yeah, but
Now I'm just chilling in my room.
you're messaging me from the next room?
I don't want to get up and go to your room. But anyways, it's all your fault.
What are you talking about?
Just listen. I went to a good college and got into a good company.
Yeah, and?
I'm one of the best employees there, and my bosses love me.
Okay, that's good.
But you
Me?
only graduated from vocational school.
So, what does it matter? I found what I wanted to do and went to school so I could get good at it.
That's not the problem.
Huh?
Now you don't even work.
What?
All you do is stay in your room all day and leech off of mom and dad. Just hurry up and get a job already. What I mean is, you need to get out of this house. Graduating from vocational school doesn't mean anything if you can't contribute to society.
Wait, I told you before, right? I work from home.
You're a freelancer or whatever, right?
So you do know.
But the world isn't that easy.
What are you talking about?
You're not like me. I mean, I'm amazing at everything I do. But Hannah, you don't achieve anything you set out to do. You're not gonna make it doing freelance.
Well, I know that it's not something everyone can succeed at doing, but I'm getting enough work as I am right now. That's why I went to vocational school, so I can hone my skills.
Wait, you decided to go to vocational school so you could become a deadbeat? You're so funny!
Okay, so you say you're a genius, but you're not making any sense.
What?
I mean, you don't even know what kind of school I went to, do you?
My brain doesn't need any additional unnecessary information. You don't think we're in the same playing field, do you?
Unnecessary, huh? I wonder what part of it is unnecessary.
Whatever. You can only stay high and mighty for now.
For now?
You'll get it soon.
Hannah, I have to talk to you.
What?
You need to get out of this house by the end of the week.
What? Are you saying that I need to move out?
Yeah.
Why so suddenly?
Sean decided to move back in, so I need your room to be empty.
Huh? What are you talking about? Even if Sean comes back, he has his own room. Why do you need my room?
Do you know what teleworking is?
Of course.
Sean's company has started teleworking, so he's thinking of moving back here. But he wants to have his room and his workspace to be separate, so he needs a workroom.
Okay, so you're saying I need to leave.
Yes. I think this is a good opportunity for you, too.
Why?
Do I have to spell it out for you? All you do is stay in your room all day on your computer.
I told you I'm working.
Sean told me. You only work part-time, right?
No, I work freelance.
It's all the same. It's not like you're even making much money anyway.
Actually, I am. Don't you remember? I've shown you how much I have saved.
Sean says you can create fake information online.
So you're saying you're believing what Sean says, rather than what you saw yourself?
Well, of course, he's successful. He has actual work experience. I can trust him a lot more than you.
What are you talking about?
Anyways, you need to be out by the end of this week. Sean's telecommuting starts next week, so I have to get a workspace ready for him.
Fine, but I'm gonna check one more time. You're really okay with me moving out?
That's what I said. You're not allowed to come back until you have a proper job. Understand?
Hey, Hannah. Have you moved out yet?
Yeah, the moving truck with all my stuff in it has already left. I'm on the train, heading to my new place now.
Sounds good. So starting tomorrow, your room is now my room. Next time you come home, you can stay on the couch or something.
By the way, your stuff came today.
Yeah, I had it scheduled to be delivered today.
That's fine, but you keep saying you'll be telecommuting, but there wasn't a computer.
What?
Normally, if you ship computers, they'll be in special boxes labeled fragile or whatever. But the only box labeled fragile had a TV in it. Are you sending it separately or something?
What? What are you talking about? There's already a computer at the house. I don't have to bring a separate one.
Was there?
Oh, I'm almost there.
Already?
I was killing time at a cafe nearby. Bye. Hannah! What is this? Why is everything gone?
What?
There's nothing left in your room. What did you do with all the stuff?
What do you mean, what did I do? I told you I packed it all up to move to my new place.
What? Why did you take everything with you?
It's my stuff. Of course I'm gonna take it with me.
You should only take the stuff you bought with your own money, especially the computer. I'm gonna use it.
What are you talking about? I bought everything in my room with my own money. The computer, too. Of course I'm gonna take it with me.
You're a liar! A freeloader like you doesn't have the money to buy a computer that expensive?
I told you I'm not a freeloader.
There's no way you can do freelance work! You're too stupid! No way you can buy a computer by yourself!
I told you I'm making about as much money as someone my age working at an office.
Liar!
If you don't believe me, just ask Mia.
Mia?
Remember? Mia works at the company store. When I got my computer for work, they didn't have anything advanced enough in the store. So I asked Mia to order me this one. She saw me buy it with my own credit card. She'll tell you that it's mine through and through. I mean, I saved up the money for the computer at my part-time job that I was working at while I was going to school because I wanted to save for my future. So it doesn't matter how much I make now.
Whatever, just bring back the computer. I need to use it.
No, I need it for my work.
If you're really making that much money, just buy a new one. Bring it back.
Just hold on. You want to use a computer for telework, right? I believe your company will pay for a computer so you can work from home if you need one.
No, well...
Whatever. Anyways, make sure to tell Mom that you were fired, okay?
What? What are you talking about?
I know that your company actually started teleworking 6 months ago. And that you're an okay employee, so you were selected as a member of the first team to start teleworking. But when you actually started working from home, you found out that you don't do any actual work, right? And you couldn't pay rent anymore while you were looking for a new job. So, you moved back home.
How do you know all of that?
My friend works at that company.
What? Who?
Can we stop talking about this? I get nauseous texting on the train. I don't feel so good, so see ya.
Hey, wait!
Bye.
Hannah, I need you to answer the phone.
What?
Your father's brother just called me. He said that I owe him 3 months back rent and I need to pay him ASAP. What is he talking about? Sean says he has no idea what he's talking about. Hannah, do you know what's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on? Mom, are you not paying the rent?
Of course. Why do I have to pay rent for a house that I own?
Huh? What do you mean? That house is a rental.
What?
That house used to be owned by Dad's great uncle, so they've been renting it to us really cheap. But when you and Dad got divorced 4 years ago, you said you would not leave the house, so... They said they would let you keep living there if you paid the normal rent price.
What? Wait. So that means that until 3 months ago, the rent was being paid? There's no way your father would pay it, and Sean just started working last year. Where did that money come from?
Of course it came from me.
What?
You only work 3-4 days a week part-time, and I'm the only one who can pay it. And I told you when I moved out that I would tell great uncle that I was moving out so to figure out how you would be paying the rent.
Wait just a second. You were making that much?
I told you I was so many times. I told you that I'm freelance graphic designer.
What? I never heard that.
I told you. You didn't believe me. Or is that you just don't listen to other people? That's the main reason you got divorced, right? And when Dad tried to talk to you about what to do about the house, you wouldn't listen to him. Kept saying that you wouldn't divorce him unless you got to keep the house. All you did was whine like a little kid. And in the end, I had to figure things out with Dad and Great Uncle.
Was that what happened?
I've wanted to move out for a long time. But if I did that, you wouldn't be able to pay the rent. And Sean was still in school, so I had no choice but to live at home.
I see. Okay, then I need you to pay back the rent I owe and give me the money for rent from here on out.
What? Why do I need to pay the rent for a place I don't even live at?
But
You and Sean are the ones who told me to get out.
that's...
I think it's reasonable that the two people living should pay for the rent, right?
Where are you living now?
I'm not telling you. I don't want you coming here. Bye. When I was told to move out, I asked my dad, who lives in a different city, for advice. I cried when he told me I'd done a good job. Currently, I live alone in the same city as my dad. It seems that Mom contacted Dad to try and get back together with him. But he brushed her off and asked about her current living situation. Sean and my mom couldn't pay the rent, so they were kicked out, and are currently living in a tiny, one-bedroom apartment together. Sean has apparently turned into a freeloader who keeps saying, I'm a brilliant freelancer, so my mom has started working more so she can support him. And they can't stop fighting, and it's overall an awful situation. But I don't care. They are no longer part of my life.
Kira, is it true that you quit your job?
What? Oh, yes, it's true. I quit my job.
Oh, what are you doing? The company my husband works at went bankrupt. So we were planning on having you and Adam give us money from now on.
Huh?
Is this some sort of harassment? Oh, it is, right? Is that why you quit your job?
No, it's not. I didn't know your Mr. Dawson's company went bankrupt until now. I quit my job at the company because the side job I had started gaining momentum. So I decided to just quit it.
What? A side job? Does that mean you're just going to work for some extra cash? You're going to rely on Adam's salary and use the money from his side job for yourself, right?
No, that's not it. It's been 2 years since the salary I earned from my side job greatly surpassed the one from my job at the company. It was getting difficult to do both, so I decided to choose one and focus on that. I talked with Adam about this.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me about it?
Well,
You didn't tell us because you're hiding something, right? Which means that this side job of yours doesn't pay as well as you say it does. If I had known about it, I never would have let you quit your job at the company.
this is why Adam said it's best if I didn't tell you guys. You don't listen to a word I say and just immediately start attacking me.
What?
Have you heard the term toxic parent?
Oh, what are you on to?
This is the perfect timing, so I'll tell you. Adam and I are going to be moving.
You're moving?
I have no intention of explaining when you can't even understand why I quit my other job. I'll just say that this was Adam's idea.
Hold on! It's you and Adam's job to support us!
Why don't you two ask your other son for help, the one you gave all your attention to?
What? But Damien is too sensitive of a person to get a job. Oh, don't be ridiculous!
Don't you realize that pampering him like that is probably why he's 41, unemployed, and living with his parents?
What?
Goodbye.
I finally found your new address, Kara. It wasn't easy. I had to give my relatives a bunch of money to make them talk.
Huh? Mrs. Dawson?
Oh, it looks like you didn't block me.
I didn't block you on purpose because I didn't know just what you people would do if I completely shut you out.
Well, it looks like someone's still as rude as ever. Anyways, it seems like you still don't have a job.
What?
I've been watching you these last few days. But you only leave the house when you go shopping or jogging.
You've been watching me? Just what are you thinking?
I know that you're not in the house right now. So I had my stuff moved into the house.
What? What do you mean your stuff? How did you even get in?
Well, I broke that big window that leads from the yard to the living room.
You what?
Anyway, me moving into your house isn't important. I'm just surprised you still don't have a job. Isn't it normal for wives these days to have one? And to think I came all this way just so you and Adam could finally do your job and support me. Why is it that you haven't done anything to prepare for my arrival?
Because we were never planning on letting you move into our house.
What did you just say to me?
I told you this before. Did you forget?
You didn't tell me anything.
Okay, I'll be there soon. Adam, you're still outside, right?
What's wrong, Kara? I dropped off the stuff and on my way home. I'm at a gas station right now.
Oh, I'm just glad you didn't bump into her.
What is it?
Your mother found out where we live and broke in through the living room window.
What? She broke the window? Looks like she's still as crazy as ever.
Judging by the text she sent earlier, she still hasn't given up on getting us to support her. She says she's moved into our house, so she's probably not just going to leave.
Jesus.
What are we gonna do? We probably have to go home. But it's going to be quite the hassle once we do, since your mom's already broken in.
This is the worst possible timing. Oh, I see. Now, huh?
What is it?
I tried thinking about it from a different perspective. Ever since she found out I worked at A Industries, Mom hasn't stopped telling me to give her money.
Yup.
She ignored me at first when I told her about the company I got into after I graduated high school. But she found out that it was one of the largest companies in the industry after I got interviewed by a local newspaper. Which is why she now thinks I get paid well.
So that's why. I was truly shocked when I found out that she wanted you to give her basically your whole salary every month.
Truly. At the time, it was only 7 years since I'd graduated high school and got the job at A Industries. My parents probably thought that I got paid as much as someone who graduated from a prestigious university and got an official position. It looked like aliens the way they kept asking me for money. I assume nothing's changed in their attitude, so she's probably gonna ask me for money again. But now that it's only 2 weeks until I start my new job, I'm basically unemployed right now.
Oh, I understand. You mean that we should take advantage of the situation, right?
Let's decide on what to do before we go home. Where are you right now?
I'm at the supermarket I always go to.
Okay, I'll pick you up by car, so wait for me by the entrance of the main road. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Got it.
Kara, I heard what you and Adam were talking about last night. To think that you were actually against me moving in and have no intention of supporting me. But aren't you the one who's living off of Adam's salary? You're just afraid that if I move in, you won't be able to spend as much money on luxuries anymore, aren't you? Of course that's it. The fact that you still don't have a job is proof. If you have no intention of getting a job and supporting your mother-in-law, then get out. Starting from today, this house is me and Adam's. I decided that I'm going to depend on Adam from now on, which means that there's no room for parasites like you anymore.
I understand. I'll leave tonight.
My, you're so obedient.
It just means that I have no intention of supporting you. And neither do I want to live with you. I'm going to be packing my things, so goodbye.
Acting all tough, are we?
Did you get there yet, Kara?
Yep, I just arrived. I ate the dinner I bought from the convenience store while surrounded by cardboard boxes.
That sounds fun, I guess.
I've got work that's nearing the deadline, so I'll need to set up the computer though.
I see. You seem as busy as usual, but don't overwork yourself, alright? Mom's calling me. I'll settle things in 3 to 4 days, but I won't text you too much just in case.
Got it. I'll wait for you here. Good luck.
Thanks.
Kara, get back here immediately.
What?
Now that it's come to this, I don't mind if it's just you. Get a part-time job or something just to earn the money to support me.
Huh? You kicked me out of the house after insulting me, and now this?
It's not my fault. I didn't know at the time. Adam hasn't left the house in the past 3 days despite it being a weekday. I asked him what's wrong when he told me he wanted to quit his well-paying job at the company. He told me this morning. I kicked him out and told him not to come back until he finds a job. He's probably looking for one right now, but someone as useless as him probably won't be able to find a job so easily. You will be the one who will support me until he comes back. Get back as soon as possible.
Have you ever thought about getting a job yourself?
Huh?
I heard this from somebody else, but it seems you got divorced with your husband. It all started when your eldest son, Damien, left the house. Because Adam and I have left, you two had no one left to rely on. So you forced Damien, who's been unemployed for over 20 years now, to get a job at a local bread factory. But once the 3 months of probation was over, he was assigned to someplace far away. Damien apparently realized that working at a bread factory was his calling, so he went. No one's been able to contact him since.
I had no idea something like this would happen.
Mr. Dawson was the one who gave Damien the pamphlet for the job, right? You blamed him for Damien leaving, which was the start of a huge fight. In the end, you were kicked out of the house. You realized that at this rate, you would become homeless. So you used the money you got after the divorce as a bribe to get one of our relatives to give you our address. Am I right?
Yes, but still, what is it with you two? How is it that both of you are unemployed?
Well, I for one plan to work hard from now on.
Yes, keep doing so. So you're finally going to do what I say. Then go get a job so you can support me.
No, that's not what I meant.
Huh?
You know, the two of us were actually preparing to move before you barged into our house.
What, you're moving again?
Didn't you notice that all our stuff has already been moved out?
Oh, now that you mention it, it is a bit empty here. Oh my god, is your stuff really not here?
You really didn't notice until I told you? You really do only think about yourself, do you?
Well, I guess it's all right. At least I have a house now.
Oh, we're only renting that house.
Huh?
We've already terminated the contract, so get out of here by the end of this month, okay?
What? But...
Adam's arrived at the new house, so bye now.
Kara! But then who's going to support me?
Damien was the one who told me about his parents' divorce. Me and Adam's successful escape from his toxic parents apparently had a huge impact on him. He took advantage of being made to work at a bread factory and asked himself to be assigned someplace far away. Nowadays, he seems busy with work, saying that there's so much to remember. But he does seem like he's having fun. Mr. Dawson also apparently found a job, albeit a low-paying one. Miss Dawson, on the other hand, realizing that she was now all alone after failing to move into her house, she headed to the nearest job center. She was temporarily relieved after finding a job that came with accommodation, but apparently was so relieved that she was late for her first day. She didn't even apologize and keeps making similar mistakes every day. It's probably only a matter of time until she's fired.